Hey everybody, so we are playing on the Broken Eden server today. Uh, I have gotten us past the basic starter point and gotten us a little Helios module starter that we can kind of base out of for now until we can get us a permanent base. But this is the Helios P module 1. And so it doesn't have any of this medical stuff in it. It doesn't have the grav generator, the shield, or the warp stuff in it. So I added all those and the medical and the shower stuff. I also had to add a second generator, and I added uh, two of the CPU. What was the improved? Yeah, improved. It had the basic one already, but that got us to where we are. We've done some salvage missions. So this is a salvage yard here. Not missions, but we've gotten the salvage off of some ships here. Somebody left a bunch of ships that they paid for and took all the good stuff and just left the holes. So we went ahead and scrapped those too, because server rules you're not supposed to leave them. So I figured clean them up, get all that off. This ship does not handle well at all, so we are running from any combat. But but you'll find these salvage yards that are really nice. And yeah, see, it does not like to stop. Yeah, I'm full throttle in the opposite direction. Okay, but we need to go find a restroom at the Cosium Neo. So we're going to go look for those things today. So we're at this planet here, or this star. I do like some of the new things that they've changed with the UI on the maps. So you can choose whether that shows up on the star map like this, or if it's you just see the one where you're in the smaller views, like so. When you're on a planet or whatever. That's really nice. I think we're gonna hop over here. Check there. We still don't have, you know, a lot of options on as far as distance we can travel. Did I use that much fuel already? I just filled this thing up, and I shut it off before I locked it. Well, I may need to go back. So let's see. There. What's that here? Titanium. It's ice. We need a yeah. So we're gonna go here because that's got Satium. We need Satium. And Neo. Let's see. Well, we are here. We're stopped, right? Okay. So while we are sitting in a semi-safe area, stick in there for now. That's all from salvaging scrap ships. So we're really set for titanium right now. I mean, we're gonna need it. So I need an offshoot. now we can run into the hole. Okay, so now we can. So we have no lights on the way. And now we can mine the asteroids over there. Locked. So some of the other additions I've made, the rear, that thruster that's just kind of hanging there, and those two on the sides on the back, this thing did not have enough power to warp on its own. So I had to add that. And it did not like to lift off on a single G planet either. So we added that big drive thruster on the back to lift us and the two to push us. Probably need to add more forward. Xerox claimed. So I need to keep an eye out for Xerox and pirates and whatnot. That's Polaris and Colonist, right? Pirate Asteroid Station. We have come across a few different, so we're finding a lot of traders and colonists lately in this area. I was a little surprised. I'm concerned about that stuff. This is a colonist trade station, which would be good, so we can get. I can actually get fuel there. I should be able to. Am I going the right direction to it? Am I just missing the... I wanted to stay away from all that red, because I just feel like that's going to be asking for trouble. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I was on earlier doing all that salvaging, and I filled this thing up. And then I shut it off when I logged off. I don't know why it's almost empty of fuel. Bay 1 is where my stuff goes that I'm, what I'm building. This auto save, but we have so much, we don't need to stick all that titanium and steel plates in there. A lot of that will probably go into the factory to build the Pigeon or something. I'm not going to upgrade this anymore. And we've got the MX4 just stuck on the top there with some drills on it. So, best way to stop this, since there's no damage from impact, is just to run into something. Just because it has no control to go backwards. Actually, I need to go forward more. Good. We haven't gotten any good sathium yet, so this will be really good for us. Need to make sure I don't get jumped by any Xerox patrol ships out there, and it would be bad. This just has the basic shield. Well, not the basic, not the compact, but the basic big one. This has been good for salvaging the ship, though. I can just basically park above one and just start scraping. But what we're aiming to get is this ship. So we're gonna need some platinum. We're gonna need the advanced upgrade kits, which we'll just end up having to buy. We have money. The server, you start with money, so platinum should be pretty easy to find. We'll get some gold and make our bridges and matrices. But the restroom and Zirconium are going to be our hardest parts. The rest of this will just take time mining. I have one auto miner, which it's just a basic one right now. I just unlocked the top tier, but I didn't have the stuff to build one. So we'll build those and get those on some deposits also. But this is Banja's community server. He allowed me to stream on it, which I'm very thankful for, because it's a really good community. I've been playing on it for quite a while. Hopefully we'll get a lot of our resources like this. I've been looking for the restroom Zirconium in asteroid form, and I haven't found it. I found a little bit on a planet. I had a very basic. I had the transport, right? Yeah, the transit. I had this, and that thing is just, it is great to get started, because you don't need any of the big stuff. Titanium, cobalt, neo are the most exotic things you need, and you can normally find those around the starting planets. I had trouble getting the neo. I ended up having to buy it because I just couldn't find any, but I had the warp just thrown up on top so that I could move around, and it was just basically I would hand mine everything into it. It had a shield, which was nice. It would make a really good, like, if you're just starting and, instead of building an SV, build that as your starting ship. Or build it, like I did as your first CV, to get something with more storage so you can go around and mine up all your materials. Or using it as a drop ship. Let's see if I have any food left since I turned off the fridge. don't want to use it, so hold off. Once I finish this little bit, we'll go over to the trade station. I'll buy some food. I'm trying to save that one ration pack for an emergency right now, because I don't have any crops in here. There's just no place for them. But I am planning on building a carrier for this to go into, so surprisingly, this thing, even with the solar on it, it doesn't do that well. I don't know if something's changed, but the solar is not enough to keep it going with those big... I know the big thrusters on it aren't helping, but... Where's my fuel at now? Okay, that we're okay with. Let's finish getting this, and then we'll go get his food and all that. We got lots of ammo, so I'm not worried about this thing taking on drones. Anything bigger, though, it's not going to be good. Slow down, slow down. Okay. They have station services. Yes, they do. It's just so I have to do it. Don't like doing that right now. I need fuel. Okay. You got food? No, you do not. Medical. Is that all that's here? Could be more, guys. want to do one thing. 6, 8. Here's our ATM. Yeah, he doesn't have any. Where there was a guy that had food in here. It's just outside. That's what we need. Alright, let's see what you got. Do a bunch of bread. Let's do that. That's expensive for what it gives you. Figured meat would be cheaper than bread. Alright, back to the ship. Keep going. I should have. I had some eggs. I should have taken in. Put them on my inventory when I logged out earlier. That would have kept them from spoiling. Alright. So that mining frigate is in combat. So let's go see if we can find that. There's promethium here, so I want to see if we can find that. That's okay, he's coming after us. Which I'm not worried about. Drone. Wreck. Okay, what's on the planet? Basically the same thing. UCH, we'll probably hop over in there too before we head out. Just want to watch those big red signatures. Do not have a long-range radar either, so I don't know what that drone's doing. Remember, you can left and right click for your scanner. I feel like that is on this side of the planet, right? Radar station. I don't know what that drone's doing. It should attack us. We're definitely enemies and hostile. I mean, Xerax in general, we're Creel, we're enemies. Pirate or hostile. We're neutral with everybody else right now. That's a pirate one. We will have to watch that. I think we're gonna have to drop down onto the planet. We don't find anything soon. What's the gravity on the planet? Okay, it's low gravity. I'm curious if that barge is going to attack. I think the barge is mobile, right? That's a lot of things of enemy factions right there together. That's not moving. If it is, it's moving straight at us. So we do finally have access to Star Citizen again. My finally able to get back in. So we will be doing some videos on there also. Let's see. Let's go see what that is. That may be an unknown artifact. I don't think that one's any good to do. Lithium. Interesting. I don't know if that was an interesting one. Let's go check out this stuff. We're holding our altitudes and stuff good. Iron. More Sathium. That's a large one too. For like deposits, I feel like small ones are best to just drop a auto miner on, and the medium and large to mine. Promethium, there we go. A small one. We're definitely going to mine that out. What's wrong with that? That one's wrong. Shoot it. Shoot it. There we go. All in this hole. Oh, hello. Yeah, got your foot. Oh, you almost got me. And I'm not connected to it. God, I wasn't connected to a box after you warp and stuff. I may not get connected to it when I logged in. So you can hold down left mouse button and it'll mine, but I found that just tapping it, clicking it, goes faster. And I may be just wrong on that, but it feels like the ticks happen quicker. So that's holding it down. And if I tap it, you see it goes a lot quicker. No. Just something that I figured out. And it works with both drills, but it's more noticeable with the laser drill. I'm actually getting more than I expected out of that. I mined a small one the other day and it didn't give me much at all. But this server does have a lot of player-driven economic stuff. Like you've got guys that you can hire to escort you through certain areas, or to take out a Tavera if you find one. They'll take it out, and they get a core, you get a core, basically. Which is really good for people who don't have a ship capable that needs that core to be able to take on the Tavera. And I'm also working towards getting the Bulldog miner, which is this one here. And it's all laser, so I'm actually not too far. It's the restrooms at Cosium again that's the issue. And then they're getting some gold. I haven't found a gold asteroid yet. I was playing on here before the restart when Warren Industry update dropped, and I found a gold asteroid and was mining on it, and along comes a Sunnet and did not like me being there and just destroyed my CV, which was, I was living in it at the time, so everything I had was in it. Only thing I was able to do is get in a SV and fly away, and somebody came and picked me up, luckily, to get me out of there, and they gave me their old starter ship so I could start going out back out and getting stuff. But I wanted to stream this, and while I was waiting on a reply from Spange about being able to do it, I went ahead and got us off the starter planet, because the 25th of every month they reset the starter planet, so anything on there gets wiped. So if you have a ship there, it gets wiped. So I had to get off the starting planets pretty quick. I think I started on the 20th, so. And this is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting for a small. And I could use the Mark IV up top to do it, but it just doesn't do it well because it's so wide. I've got those 3 drills just stuck on the nose because that's what I was using before I got a CV. I actually had where's that? I started with this ship, and actually that did really well. It had 4 gaps on it, and I pulled 2 of them off and stuck a drill right in the nose and traded out the container controller for a harvest controller, and was able to get some of my resources that way. It just doesn't have a lot of thrusters, so it was underpowered to lift, so I wasn't able to get a full cargo hold of materials. So I used that to get me started to be able to go to the moons around Haven to get titanium and stuff, which is very few and far between on there. And then I was able to get me the MX4, and is being allowed. But this server, there's some people who are really power players on it, and like a week they'll have, you know, in-game stuff, and then there's people like me who are, you know, kind of take my time. I enjoy the early game stuff, like, you know, this trying to find the things to build that big ship and out hunting for the stuff. I'm actually planning on setting up kind of a mining company to sell ores to other people once I get the mining CV and SVs in. The YF, the big CV that we're going to use for mining, is built to have the auto turrets put on top for mining, so you can mine all that stuff. And with a little bit extra CPU by adding the aux cores and stuff, you can add a lot of shield to it and be able to go into some of the more hostile environments and get the stuff that's harder to find. I think it has 8 CV mining lasers on it, so it'll just eat, you know, an asteroid quick. You see the people spawning in. I need to find a system to call home, and I'm hoping to find one that has some of the exotic stuff in it, so I don't have to travel as far to get that stuff. At least find one that has gold in it, and we'll build close to the stars as possible. Really wish there was a multi-tool turret for the SVs. I could put one on that MX4 and just park it over a asteroid or a deposit and start mining it. I know I do that a lot. I'm sorry. I don't intend to do it, but it's the part of the talking with the hands. We're almost done. Just had to get this. Without this, we were going to be spending a lot of money on fuel. And that's it. Okay. We'll check that out. And we'll work on that. The tab of all that making silicone. Kind of want to see what that unknown structure was. That'll be a POI too. Heat signature, right? Because I think radar signatures are the you're gonna be. Iron. Stadium. Iron. Okay, that's that goes space. Yeah, this thing only has 2 down thrusters before that big one, so it was a. Where is that Corvette? Let's go ahead and jump out of here. Sometimes you'll find asteroids in these areas, which is really nice also. far away from the sun? Oh yeah, it's a long way from the sun. If you can find these close to the sun, it's a good place to set up a base. This may be the first UCH stop I've made. On this playthrough. I'm not sure which one I want, so kind of want to stick all that steel plates in the factory because there's so much of it. I wish I could break it down back into ingots. I gotta start slowing down here before. When I break this ship down, or like pull the thrusters off, I will actually keep some of them in the pigeon for times that I forget to check the gravity. Because the pigeon is not a 4G ship. At all. I think the music is new for it. Let's go with... so we can see what they give us. What do we got for sale? Oh yeah, that great deal. There may be a point where we buy data pads, but it's not that dang fast. See what your twin over here has. Oh, I need these. They don't have any. He's only buying. So, I'm not gonna buy any of that. And this way. Okay. Alright. So now we got new mission, and we gotta kill mechanoids. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find them. I thought this would be the one where I just go and find the different planets on a whatever system, but that's going to be back in the starter, I believe. Where my ship go? That's not where I parked my ship. Oh, there it is. I can see it's the lip hanging out. But I think we're going to call this one short today. I'm going to try and get back more into the streaming at least twice a week. See what I can do. Still have some stuff going on that I'm trying to figure out, but yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I will catch y'all next time.